The Fulfill Leadership Podcast.
You've had this happen before. You sit in a meeting, you talk through everything, ideas are shared, everyone agrees. It feels productive. 2 days later, nothing moves. No real progress, no clear updates, and somehow everything comes back to you. At that point, it's easy to think, my team isn't serious. They didn't understand. Why do I have to push everything? But that's not the real problem. The problem is not effort, it's clarity. Most meetings feel clear while you're just inside them. But that's fake clarity. It's just all about vibes, feeling good, and nodding. Because what sounds clear in conversation is often vague in execution. You hear things like, let's work on this. We should improve that. We'll handle it. The moment it feels like alignment, but outside the room, those statements don't mean anything. Nobody knows exactly what needs to be done, who is responsible, what success really looks like. So nothing moves. This is where execution actually breaks down. It doesn't break down at the end, it breaks down right after the meeting. You leave the room thinking they've got it. Your team leaves thinking we'll figure it out. That small gap is where everything collapses. Because when things are not clearly defined, tasks become assumptions. Ownership becomes shared, which means no one's on it, and deadlines becomes flexible. People wait instead of acting. Nothing happens. It comes back to you. So this is how founders become the bottleneck. Not because they want to, but because the system forces them into it. When no one takes ownership, decisions are not translated into action. Progress is not tracked properly. The founder becomes the one who follows up, clarifies tasks, push execution. Over time, you're no longer leading, you are managing everything. So here's the real truth. Execution doesn't fail because people are lazy. It fails because the system is weak. And the weakest point in most systems is this: the transition from decision to action. If that handoff is not right, everything slows down. The simple truth is this: a simple rule that fixes most of this before anything ends. You need to answer 3 things clearly, which are: who owns this? Not a group, one person. What exactly needs to be done? When is it due? Not soon, a real deadline. If you can't answer those things, you don't have a plan, you have a conversation. Why this matters more than what you think is this: most founders spend time trying to motivate their team, push harder, fix attitude. But the real issue is not motivation, it is structure. When structure is clear, people move faster, decisions turn into action, you stop chasing progress. When structure is weak, everything slows down. People hesitate, you carry weight. So that's the difference. So if your team depends on you to keep things moving, that's not a team issue, it's a system problem. And until that system is fixed, you will always feel like you're doing more than you should. I've spent years watching founders lose thousands of dollars in billable hours to this expensive conversation. To stop the leak, I've uploaded the meeting exit protocol to the execution room, which is on Patreon. It's the exact 3-step checklist I use to lock in ownership and define done before the meeting closes. You can download the protocol and the action architecture on the execution room, so the Patreon link is in the description below. And if you're tired of being a bottleneck and you want me to personally audit your team execution layer, you can apply for the Fulfill Leadership audit. This podcast has helped us to understand how decision to execution is really important. And if you've learned something from this podcast, please do well to subscribe, follow, and watch out tomorrow for another episode. I'll see you in the next episode.